All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rekakwadash. Want to give double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who do rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to all you Akim out there pushing this truth across the four winds so we can seal the elect and make it to the kingdom. All right, it's the brother Yerah. Lord willing, coming back to you through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai. Lord willing to feed the body and edify the sheep in all spirit, faith, truth, sincerity, and doctrine. All right. And I just want to land back off the elder. All right. Yashawamba from Dallas. As you can see his page here. Remnant Save 144. Subscribe and be edified if you haven't already. All right. And here's a video that he had land backed off of Apostle Gabar's video. All right. Speaking on the 501c3 nonprofit and the Baal Barith covenant. All right. And, check the video out and be edified if you haven't already. All right. And take notes, man. All right. Because in these other camps, are stuck on that community demon. All right. Which is also, really stemmed by money. OK. All right. And that's something that the elder here, Yashawamba from Dallas. All right. He had mentioned in the video, and I want to expand or expound on that, through the spirit. All right. What is real riches? Real riches. All right. Excuse me. Real riches come from the earth. Okay. All right. And Lord willing is edifying to the body and it feeds the sheep through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai. All right. So real riches come from the earth. All right. Which is the title of this lesson. All right. Now, like I mentioned, the elder, he had mentioned that within the video. All right. We'll get rid of that. All right. Because, you see our people, running around doing this, putting the money up to the ear, which is, you see the $100 bills, and they think that they're rich, which in actuality, you're not. All right. You're not rich when you hold up all of this money. This is not real money. This is not real currency. OK, because real money comes from the earth. Real riches come from the earth. OK. All right. When you look at every kingdom that has ruled on this planet Earth, since the beginning of time. All right. They didn't have this. All right. You didn't see kings in Babylon or the Persians and the Medes. All right. The Roman Empire. They weren't holding up, watts of cash up to their ear. OK. Calling themselves rich. You see. All right. It was really a gold and silver. OK. And pearls and precious things of the earth, man. OK. Cattle. All right. Land. You see. When you look at Job was very rich. OK. He was rich in it tells you in the book of Job, chapter 1. All right. That Job was very rich in cattle, land. All right. So also King Solomon, man. OK. And I mean, the list goes on and on, but let's get into what real riches are. OK, because money, all right, dollars here in America is not real riches. OK, so let's go to the book of Genesis, chapter, I think I want verse 39, chapter 27 and I will start at verse 39. OK, and it reads, all right, and Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. OK, now this is Isaac talking to his son Esau. OK, and we know Esau, all right, to be the nation of Esau Edom, to be the so-called white man, woman, and child today. All right, starting with the elite banking families. OK, the elites, they have gold, they have riches, they have real riches. All right, which is the earth. OK, all right, the cattle, the people. All right. They count you people as cattle. All right. And they own you. You see? So they're really rich, okay? Thus for they get to tax you. All right. You have to pay your taxes. All right. And guess what? When you go and you pay your taxes, all right, that cash is not given to the elites, man. Okay. It's transferred into real riches, okay, which comes from the earth. You see, that's the riches that they receive from the money that they tax you, okay. But going back to Esau, okay, Isaac, his father, said what? Answered him and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be as the fatness or be the fatness of the earth. Okay. Now, when you go into that term fatness, okay, it's the Hebrew word, all right, mashaman. Okay. And as you can see here, okay, it goes into a rich dish. All right. A fertile field. See the land. All right. It also goes into fertile spots and places. All right. In the earth. Okay. That's real riches. Okay. And Esau Edom was going to use his sword. All right. To go out into the land. All right. Which is the earth. Okay. The lands. Go out into the lands and devour the resources. Okay. And this devil, that's what he's all about. Okay. All of the wars that he has started with these other nations. All right. Going into their lands. What do you think that he's collecting over there, man? All right. The resources. You see, the resources, the people. All right. The real riches of the earth. You see, but that was a blessing. All right. What's like it through his blessing, which is the sword. All right. That he was going to use to live. All right. And that's what he uses today to live and to rule the earth. Okay. His sword. All right. And he takes all the riches of the earth. Now, let me finish this off and then we'll get the other precept. All right. Verse 40, it says, and by thy sword shalt thou live. See, and shall serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Okay. Now let's get this other precept here. All right. The book of Micah. Okay. Because speaking of Esau ruling, all right, with his sword, this is Micah 2. All right. We'll start at verse 1. All right. Look, woe to the oppressors, and the oppressors, all right, are truly Esau Edom, man. Okay. Micah 2:1, it says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Okay. So they have the power and rulership over the earth right now. Okay. All right. They can do whatever they please, you see, because they know that it is in the power of their hands. Okay. The book of, I believe that's the book of Job. Was that the book of Job 9:24? All right. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. I believe it's Job or Salaki. Let me make sure. I don't want to say it. I want to speak out of turn. Let me see. Let's see. Let's try Proverbs chapter 8:24. Let's see. I just want to make sure right quick, for the new brothers and sisters, I don't want to give you the wrong precept. All right. Nope. Let's see. Let's see 9. Let's check 9:24. Nope. It has to be Job 9. So like sometimes precept slips our mind. Just want to make sure. Yep. So it's Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Well, we know who the wicked is, man. Okay. All right. That man of sin, that son of perdition. All right. The man of iniquity is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, woman, and child, man. All right. And not these little peons walking around every day that you go to work with, that you walk past, or that happens to be your neighbor. All right. They are of the nation of the wicked, which is Esau, Edom. All right. But they aren't in rulership. Okay. All right. They're two-time losers in their own kingdom. All right. I'm speaking about the elites. Okay. The top 1% and the elites that are above the top 1%. They're all Edomites, man. Okay. You see, and it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So they're ruling the earth right now, man. All right. See, look, they cover the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay. Well, we know who he is. Okay. So let's go back here. All right. Back to Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. Okay. So Esau Edom is ruling over the earth right now. So he gets to do whatever he wants to do with it. Okay. And what he wants to do with it, he wants to covet it. Okay. He wants to gather it all to himself. All right. Verse 2, it says, and they covet fields. See, they covet fields. All right. When you go into that word fields, the Hebrew word shadah. All right. And look, it says land. All right. Field, ground, land, soil. All right. You see the plains. All right. Which is real riches. It says, and take them by violence. All right. How does he take them by violence? Well, with his blessing, which is the sword. Okay. And the modern day sword is what? The gun, rockets, all right, nuclear weapons, all right, which is used by his military. Okay. So every time he wants to go into another land, all right, ruled ruled by another nation, what does he do? He goes to war with them. He declares war, and he goes in there, all right, blasts his way in there with his sword. Okay. And he takes their resources, which is real riches. Okay. It says in houses and take them away. See, he takes the riches and gather it to himself. Okay. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Okay. So let's go into what is this? Well, let's go into Genesis chapter 13. Let's go here. Genesis 13 and verse 2. Okay. All right. Going into Abraham. Okay. Because Abraham was rich. Okay. All right. And simply put here, Genesis chapter 13, verse 2, it says, and Abraham was very rich in what? Was it dollars? All right. Was it $100 bills? No. It says rich in cattle, in silver, and in gold. Okay. Which are real riches. Okay. All right. Not that money crap that you see that are people. You see, that's not real money, man. Okay. You people are being duped. All right. Which is pretty much being fooled into thinking that you're rich. See, Esau will easily give you this. All right. Because he understands that, that's not real riches. Okay. It's like, for instance, okay. I don't know if you remember the little play, kitchen toys, right? Where they have for kids, they have the little play toy set where it's like a kitchen, all right, and they have food and eggs and things like that, right? It's not real food, okay, but the child is sit there, made to believe that they're doing what mommy and daddy is doing in the kitchen, which is cooking real food, right? But they're not. You see, meanwhile, you're sitting at the table and you're eating real food, and your child is sitting in their toy kitchen, all right, thinking that they're cooking real food, all right, just playing house. That's you people, man. Okay. You think that you have real riches with these dollar bills, all right, but you really don't. All right, because that goes into what a fiat, okay, which is the word fiat means to let it be done, okay. All right, let it exist. Okay, and that's what they have done with dollars. Okay, they created dollars. All right, they made it to exist. Okay, All right. So let's go into what a fiat currency is. What is fiat currency? All right. Fiat currency. You see it there. All right. As you can see, all right, fiat is money. Okay. But as you can see with the gold, which is real riches, it's crossed out. Okay. Because it's not real money. All right. Now, overview, it says fiat money is a government issued currency. See, it's a government issued currency. Okay. So it's made, so pretty much it's made for you people, just like children, to be in those play kitchens, all right, cooking plastic food, thinking that you're playing with real food, all right, but you can't eat it. You know, it serves no purpose. Okay, only for your imagination, and that's what this money is, man. Okay, that's what this fiat currency is. All right, it's not real money. It's not real wealth. It's not real riches. Okay, fiat money is a government issued currency that is not backed by a physical commodity like gold or silver, but rather by issuing government. It's like, but rather by the issuing government itself. It's established as a legal tender. All right. What is a tender? Let's look at what a tender is. Okay. Because it tells you right on the money that this is a legal tender note. Okay. All right. Back in the day. All right. When the dollar was backed by gold. Okay. All right. People actually had gold, and they would take it and they would put their gold in a bank and store it in a bank. Okay. And the bank in turn would give you a legal tender or a banknote. All right. You know, reassuring you how much money you have in the bank. Okay. So if you had $100 worth of gold, all right, they will give you $100 banknote or a tender. Okay. Letting you know, hey, look, you have $100 in the bank. Okay. But now the money is not backed by gold. Okay. Or silver. You see, they had something called the gold standard. All right. The silver standard where they actually had it within the money when it was backed by gold and silver. All right. But they stripped that away. Okay. And you can look that up yourself. They actually stripped that away. All right. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe during the time of the 60s, if I'm not mistaken, the 60s or the early 70s. All right. Gold was stripped from the Bible. Excuse me. All right. You see? So let's go into what a legal tender is. What is a tender? Okay. Showing, well, that goes into feeling tender. All right. What is a tender? All right. Let's see when it comes to money. Does it say what a tender is when it comes to money? It doesn't say. Tender. It says delicate. Okay. Let me see. Define tender money. How about that? All right. Tender money or legal tender refers to a currency that a country or jurisdiction legally recognize and requires creditors to accept as payment for debts. See, all right. So the money that you have, all right, is just to ensure you, all right, that you're in debt. That's it. All right. So you're not rich, man. Okay. That's the whole point. Okay. All right. Fiat currency is not real money. All right. It's not real riches. You know, just because you have $1,000 in fiat currency or dollar bills doesn't mean that you're rich. Okay. All right. The only reason why the dollar, you know, is still valuable today is because people believe that it is valued. Okay. And we still exchange it for goods. Okay. All right. But the dollar is collapsing, man. All right. And soon, you know, the dollar is going to be obsolete, man. Okay. We see that in other countries, man, like Venezuela. All right. And etc. All right. Where their paper dollar or, you know, paper currency. All right. Is a null and void. Okay. All right. It means nothing. And soon that's going to happen here. Okay. And they're going to change that into a digital currency. But that's neither here nor there. All right. Because let's Google this. All right. What has been the main source of currency throughout history? All right, so throughout the kingdoms of the earth, throughout history, excuse me, the main sources of currency have evolved from natural commodities, right, like livestock and shells, and precious metals like gold and silver. Notice gold and silver is brought up a lot, okay? Plus livestock and cattle, okay? Because if you possess these things, you are truly rich, okay? And ultimately, to paper and electronic forms. See, all right, which proves that a mark of the beast is going to have electronic digital currency stored within it. Okay, that you can neither buy nor sell unless you have it. Okay, going into the prophecy of the Revelation chapter 13, dealing with the mark of the beast. Okay, you hear that, IUIC? All right, so currency, all right, real currency is livestock, land, and precious metals or commodities like gold and silver. Okay. And this is what has been used throughout every kingdom throughout history on this planet Earth. Okay. Let's also Google where does money come from? So, like, where does gold come from? If gold is real currency, where does gold come from? Okay. Where does gold come from? All right. And this artificial demon, all right, artificial intelligence, all right, because demon means intelligence, all right. It says gold originates from cosmic events like supernova explosions and neutron stars collisions and nuclear reactions. Gold created gold atoms, and so pretty much gold comes from the heavens. Okay, all right, to sum it up, all right, gold comes from the heavens. Of course, this artificial demon is not going to admit that, okay, because they don't want you to know that, all right, but gold comes from the heavens, all right. Now, to prove that, all right, well, there's tons of scriptures to prove that, but just to save time, all right, let's go to Revelation chapter 4. Excuse me, Revelation chapter 4. Let's see, Revelation chapter 4. And let's go to verse 4. All right. And it reads, and round about the throne were the 24 seats. Okay. So this is talking about the kingdom of heaven. It's talking about in the heavens where the Lord, the Heavenly Father and his Son and the angels reside. Okay. Another realm. All right. It says, and upon the seats I saw 24 elders sitting. All right. Clothed with white raiment. All right. And they had on their heads crowns of gold, okay, which proves that gold comes from the heavens, okay. All right, to prove that, all right, what is Esau when he takes his little trips to space, okay? What does he have to cover his space suits in? All right, space suits, all right, made with gold, all right. You see, these little space suits, when they go to space, okay, they have to cover their space suits in gold. Okay. Why? Because without gold, all right. So like a gold is a precious metal, all right, that can absorb heat, all right, great heat, and freezing temperatures. Okay. All right, that's why no matter how hot you heat up gold, it can never be destroyed. You can melt it down, right? But eventually, all right, once it cools off, it's gonna harden back up into pure gold. Okay, all right. Is gold used in spacesuits? All right, gold is an excellent thermal insulator, which means it helps to regulate temperature inside the suit. Okay, inside of a spacesuit. All right. The chariots, all right, what you call UFOs, okay? Let's see, UFO, I'll just type in UFO. UFOs. Okay. All right. UFOs or the chariots of God, okay, are also made in gold. Okay. All right. They're made in gold, man. All right. You see, because they jump from realm to realm, which proves that gold comes from the heavens. Okay. All right. So let's go back here. Matter of fact, we'll get rid of that. Let's go back here. Okay. All right. And we'll finish it off with this. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 21. All right. Because when Babylon is destroyed, okay, all right, these other nations will deliver us what? Their gold. All right. And their real riches, which is the earth. All right. The planet Earth is going to be ruled, all right, by our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Okay. All right. Which one of his nicknames is going to be what? The King of Kings. Okay. He's going to take the crowns and the rulership of all these other nations that are on the planet Earth today. All right. He's going to be the sole ruler over the earth. Okay. All right. And right next to him, okay, when it comes to rulership, is going to be his elect, okay, of the nation of Israel. Okay. You see, and King David. All right. So we're gonna have the precious resources of the earth. Okay, the riches, the real riches of the earth. Okay, this is what is this? This speaking about the kingdom of heaven. Book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 21. All right, and it reads, "And the 12 gates were 12 pearls. All right, every several gate was of one pearl, and the streets of the city was pure gold." See, so our streets in our kingdom is going to be paved in gold. Okay, as it were transparent glass. Okay, pure. All right, pure gold, man. All right. It's not going to be like what Esau kingdom is just that, the streets are paved with pavement, black tar, all right, and concrete. You see, all right. It's going to be paved with gold. Okay. All right. We're not going to have to every year, tear down our roads and remake it or pave it. No, it's going to be pure gold. Okay. All right. So that's going to be our kingdom, man. All right. You see, and we're going to take all the resources of the earth, man. All right. Which give me 1 second. All right. So mentioning that Babylon is going to be destroyed. All right. And we're going to receive the riches of the kings of the earth. All right. Even the kings themselves is going to go into our possession, man. All right. According to prophecy. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 10. And it reads, "Standing afar off, all right, for the fear of her torment." Whose torment? Who's the her? It's talking about the whore of Babylon. Okay. Babylon the Great, aka America, is going to be destroyed, man. All right. These other nations are going to be witnessing the destruction of America, man. Okay. Being burned with fire. Okay. Via those thermonuclear warheads and those concentrated beams of fire coming from the chariots of God. Okay. It says, saying, "Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, America. All right. For in 1 hour is thy judgment come." Okay. She's destroyed. Verse 11, "And the merchants of the earth," okay, because all of these other nations, all right, like China, okay, you look on the back of any product, okay, it's going to say made in, and then whatever country it comes from, okay, made in China, made in, wherever, made in Mexico, made in Canada, you see. So all of these other countries, okay, outside of, Mexico and Canada, because they're part of the North American continent as well. But, China, Russia, the countries in Africa, all right, they're going to be staring at this place, man. All right, because they've made a lot of money over here, man. Okay. A lot of products, a lot of things are sold to America, okay, which makes those countries rich. Okay. but they're not going to be able to make money off of this place anymore because it's going to be destroyed. It says the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. See, man, I can't sell my Jordans. You know, the Chinese, you know, or a Moab is going to be saying that, man. You know, we can't make these little cheap pairs of shoes anymore and sell them over there for hundreds and thousands and millions of dollars. You know, says the merchandise of, look, the merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones. See, all right, which is real riches, and pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and thine wood and manners. It's like and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble. Well, where's the dollar? Where's the dollar mentioned here when it comes to riches of the earth? Where's the dollar? The dollar wasn't mentioned, okay? Because the dollar is not real currency, man, okay? It's not real money, all right? It's not real riches, you see? And Jake are fucking idiots, man, because they kill each other over this paper, all right? This IOU note, okay? Or I fooled you note, I should say, all right? That fiat currency, okay? And verse 13, and cinnamon and odors, all right, and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men. These are all riches, man. And these are all things that Esau has owned, all right, or does own, okay, you see, all right, which is going to be given or transferred over to the Israelites, okay, as it is written in the scriptures. All right, thus with great violence shall the kingdom be transferred to another people, okay, which is going to be the Israelites, okay, all right, because Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So I'm going to end it there. Lord willing, this is edifying to the body and the faith, the sheep of the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Shalom, and Ababa Ball.